Y'all, I might have to finish this whole bowl on camera. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. Okay, we're gonna start our bread pudding by greasing or spraying the bottom of the pan. And this is so the bread doesn't stick. And then whatever bread you have, this is what we're gonna use. You can use hamburger buns, bread. I've seen people do Hawaiian rolls. Whatever bread you have on hand, I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna pull it apart and then put it in the bottom of the pan. And I'm gonna use the rest of what's in here. And I'm just gonna pull it apart and put it in the pan. There, you don't have to have any rhyme or reason. I've seen some people be really cute with it. They cut the bread in cubes. I'm not doing all of that. I'm just gonna break it apart. And this is a clean pan. I always wash my pans before using them. All right, so now that the bread is broken apart, we want to make sure that we have a nice even distribution across the pan. I have 2 tablespoons of butter that I will melt and drizzle across the top. We're gonna set this off to the side. In a separate bowl, we're going to whisk 4 eggs. To our whisked eggs, we're gonna add 2 cups of milk. A tablespoon of pure vanilla extract, or however much to your liking. Actually, I want to do 2 tablespoons. Some cinnamon. You can add as little or as much as you please. Half a cup of white sugar, half a cup of light brown sugar, I'm also going to add a tablespoon of hazelnut coffee creamer. This is totally optional. Well, that was more than a tablespoon, wasn't it? And I'm gonna add a tablespoon of French vanilla coffee creamer. I figured I have this coffee creamer, why not use it? But, I mean, totally optional, like I said. And we're gonna mix everything together until it's well combined and smooth. And now we're going to take our egg and milk mixture and pour it over the bread. And we want to make sure that it gets nice and coated. And you know what? I actually think I want to add an extra cup of milk. Yeah. That's what I want it to look like. By the way, this is my first time doing this. Total first time doing this. But I know the recipes that I've seen online, the bread is more soaked and there's more milk in the pan. All right. And since I added more milk, I'm gonna also add more cinnamon. And a little more vanilla. Why not? This smells very good. And you might be thinking to yourself, that doesn't look so good right now. I promise you it will be. I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and this will bake for about 45 minutes or until it's golden brown. While we wait on the bread pudding to bake, we're gonna work on the glaze to drizzle across the top. So I have 4 tablespoons of salted butter. And we're gonna allow that to melt down. 1 cup of milk. An additional cup of milk. I guess I'm just feeling milky today. Pure vanilla extract to taste. I'm gonna add in just a drop of the hazelnut coffee creamer, or whatever comes out of the container. Everything is to taste. French vanilla coffee creamer, to taste of course. One cup of brown sugar. And just a dash of salt, no more than I would say maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon. And we're gonna mix this until it is a creamier consistency and everything is melted down. It has been exactly 45 minutes. Oh, that smells so good. Let me let you get a closer look. And we're just gonna let it cool for a few minutes. The glaze is almost finished. I want it just to get a little thicker consistency, but this bread pudding is done. I decided to add some pecan chips. Why not? And we're gonna let those pecan chips cook in, and we are just about finished, y'all. Okay, so you remember when I said I wanted to have a creamier consistency? That's what I'm talking about. And really what I've done is kind of created my own caramel sauce. And it's thin enough for me to pour, but thick enough that it will stick to the bread. And honestly, when you do your own caramel or your own sauce like this takes time. This probably took me, let me look at the clock. Sheesh, 45 minutes. But you don't want to rush this process because you don't want it to stick. You don't want it to break. I went ahead and I put it on high heat for the last few minutes to thicken it up quickly. And once I put the pecans in, it actually helped with the thickening process. But this is the consistency that I was going for. And prior to it thickening up, I tasted it. You could very well have used the milk mixture as like a coffee creamer. It's delicious. So we're gonna just pour that across the top. And that's what I wanted. I'm gonna spread that across the top. And just like that, I have created a bread pudding with a brown sugar pecan glaze. I'm gonna let this cool and then we'll be ready to cut into it. All right, I'm going to section off a corner here. And y'all look at that. Oh my goodness. Look who has a real bowl. Let's get another little corner, cause why not? Okay, y'all, it's time for the taste test. Oh, like, how moist that sounds and how it looks. Okay. Y'all. Whoa. This is delicious. Oh my gosh. First time bread pudding who? First time bread pudding when? Ooh-wee, that's good. Y'all. This is so moist and creamy. It's sweet, but it's not overly sweet. And I'm gonna be honest, this would have been delicious without a glaze. Without the caramel glaze, without the pecans. I'm tasting the bread pudding itself, and it's amazing. And it's so easy. I mean, it only requires a few ingredients, and of course I was extra because I'm always doing something extra, but it does not require a lot. This is so good. So this is what it's looking like in the pan. I don't know how cute this thumbnail is going to be, but y'all, this tastes amazing. And this home, and I'm gonna be honest, like I said, you don't have to add the glaze, but the glaze with the pecan sets it all the way off. And then I have some ice cream that I pulled. I kind of don't even want to eat it with ice cream. It would be amazing with the ice cream, but the bread pudding is so good on its own. Maybe I'll do ice cream later, but this is my bread pudding, y'all. I'm so proud. Y'all, I might have to finish this whole bowl on camera. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. That's amazing. Okay. Well, y'all, this was such an easy recipe. Highly, highly, highly recommend. I didn't need a stand mixer. I didn't need a hand mixer. A bowl. I used one bowl to mix everything, and of course the pot on the stove to make the glaze, which is optional. You don't need it, but I had some Harris Teeter thin sliced sandwich bread, 2% milk, sugar. If you have bread, milk, cinnamon, and butter, you can make bread pudding. The vanilla really sets it off. And of course, you know, it could be a vanilla bean paste. It could be a vanilla coffee creamer. It could be just imitation or plain vanilla extract. But honestly, if you have milk, bread, cinnamon, and butter, you can make a bread pudding. So simple, so quick. It took me longer to make the caramel glaze than it actually did to make the bread pudding, but you know, it's delicious. Well, we have come to the end of another video, and I thank you so much for spending just a little bit of your time here with me today. If you have made it this far in the video, please go ahead and throw those thumbs up and like the video. Definitely comment down below and share the video with someone who you think might enjoy the recipe. It really helps to push me through the algorithm when you interact with the videos, the liking, the commenting, the sharing. It really, really helps. And I do have some personal goals that I'm trying to reach, so help assist them move through the algorithm, please, and thank you. If you keep coming back to the channel and you have not yet subscribed, and this is your third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth video, what are you waiting supporting on, hit that subscribe button and make it official. My name is Ashley Richardson, and that's Miss Richardson to you. If you are a student watching, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next one. Bye.